This is my Tikka CTR. Bought this about a year ago, almost. It's set on top with an Arkin EPL 4, 6 to 24 power. And glass is decent, like everything that's come from Arkin that I've used so far. It's, you know, good quality, no complaints. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this. The main difference, though, from past videos is the stock. This is a GRS FENRIS stock. Has an adjustable length of pull, which is pretty easy to use. You need two hands to bring it out, but it comes out nice and smooth. Adjustable comb for height. I got really high cheekbones, so I like it all the way up. Because I've got an added piece coming from Canada for this that is going to allow this to have an adjustable height of the butt pad. So like when you're shooting prone, you want it up just a little bit more. I can already tell. Shooting down prone, but up at an angle, you really want that thing raised. It's a non-traditional stock. It's built as a traditional stock. This is a, I think it's like 47 or 50% fiberglass. And it has like 70%, 60 or 70% fiberglass blocks put in it for the bedding screws, 45 inch-pounds to torque it down. And they're substantial blocks on top. I mean, it's got a large block that's holding it front and back, and then it goes all the way through the stock where it's bolted through. But the part that's non-traditional is not just the shape of this heel down here. That's been done before. And maybe this has been done before, I'm just not aware. But the pistol grip has got this really ergonomic shape to it, and it's off-centered. About 6 degrees. It's canted this way, but it's also canted this way. So it's very natural. The designer, owner of the company, described it as being designed to be more of a natural pointing position. If I'm pointing at something and my arms relaxed, the muscles in my hands are relaxed, I'm not torqued over like this, like you're shooting a 90 degree grip on a bolt action. And that's really where it becomes, and you end up getting tension in your forearm and in your wrist. And you're not really even able to hold the rifle because, you know, your thumb's on this side generally. You got that wrist torqued in and everything, and you're trying to get that 90 degree approach to the trigger with your finger. This allows you to really relax that forearm. And I'm just in a little bit that I've shot it, I have noticed there's no tension in this arm at all when I'm firing. It is literally able to completely relax, and because of the shape of the grip and this really comfortable place to slide your thumb in. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it just wraps up and in right here. It's got a nice little shelf on the back side for it to sit in. You feel like you've got control of the rifle, but yet everything's relaxed. I don't have to grip anything for my hand to just fall right where it's supposed to be. And this channel cut right in here is actually guiding that trigger finger around, and it just naturally wants to just fall right there with the face of my finger right on the trigger, which is pretty awesome. Now this is going to be not for everybody. It's going to be dependent upon your hand size. This is not going to fit everybody. It fits me like a glove, and I would say anybody with medium to large hands. I have large hands, but my son's got medium hands that fit him really well. So if you got really tiny hands, this might not be something that will fit you, and you might not feel the same way. But so far, I'm really loving the stock. I'm loving the honeycomb stippling or texture work that they've done here, and it really popped when I did the sponge paint on this stock, which I may do a video showing how I do this sometime. But all I've really done to this thing is I gave it a paint job, which I like this kind of Manners style sponge paint camo, and I added an Arca rail in here for it, and I did put some synthetic blocks inside the barrel channel to bolt that through, just to give it more meat to really bolt through. And it's actually, this is bolted on, it's not screwed in to the stock. That's just a barricade stop that I use when I'm hunting. And so yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. I think we're cooled off enough. And hand just relaxing into it. Go through my routine here. Breathe. Relax. And slack. See if there's any steel down there that I can harass real quick, because I can't leave without ringing some steel. But just review on this rifle in general. Very accurate. I'll show you the groups I've been shooting down here. That last group. Now, they're only 3-round groups. Okay, forgive me. I know 3-round groups aren't really a thing, but I'm really just trying to prove zero. I've shot groups with this rifle. I know what it groups. And if the 3-shot groups I'm shooting are any indication, it's shooting really good, okay? Generally I shoot 5-round groups, but ammo is very expensive right now and I'm not made of money. So let's jump over here and see if I've got me a plate that I can harass. Oh yeah, absolutely. Dead center. Before the stock change out, this was riding in the factory stock, and in the factory stock configuration, this was about a 10-pound rig, which is where I like my hunting rifles. I like them to have kind of a teeter-totter balance point between long-range precision and hunting. And 10, 11 pounds is about the butter zone for that, for a true hybrid rifle that can kind of live in both worlds. So yeah, it's hitting the scale right where it needs to. I'm guessing because the stock is not that much heavier than the factory Tikka CTR stock that came with it, which was not a bad factory stock as factory stocks go, but it's nothing compared to the quality on this and the rigidness. Oh yeah, this was another big selling point for me. This was one of the few aftermarket chassis stock type systems that allowed you to use the bottom metal and magazine for your Tikka CTR. I actually, and 6.5 Creedmoor is the only one I've got this in. I've had no trouble with these magazines. I love them because it's a 10-round magazine the size of a 5-round ACIS magazine. That's really sweet, and I have always appreciated the magazine release on this. The lever on this is a snag-free, simple design that's not going to get caught when you're hunting. Big deal to me. I love the Tikka's bottom metal. It's machined beautifully. It is a gorgeous piece of machinery, and I really like it. This is actually one of the things that drew me to this rifle, was the bottom metal and magazine system. And so I do not want to ditch that. I didn't want to ditch that when I was picking out a stock. And I was really tickled to find out that the stock I'd been eyeballing actually was one of the few, if like maybe 2 aftermarket quality stocks that would allow you to use that bottom metal. Indication so far, I really like this stock. I will be doing some long distance shooting with it. We're gonna take it out to 1,000. maybe 1,200 if I can find a place to stretch the extra tube. I'd really like to take it all the way out to a mile, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off in the state of Arkansas. That's my initial impressions on the GRS FENRIS chassis stock thing. So stay tuned. Thanks. Appreciate it.